What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Cerebral Rot, entitled Odious Descent Into Decay. This is released on 20 Bucks Spin. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Seattle, Washington, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very traditional, grimy, gross style of death metal. Yeah. The hype and anticipation for this band has been at a recent fever pitch lately. And this band made their presence felt with their debut demo from 2018 entitled Cessation of Life. That demo was a very, very strong and welcome introduction into underground death metal, and this band embodied every single bit and spirit of that sound with the 4 songs that were included on that release. Really ugly vocals, gnarly sounding riffs, great drumming, great bass tones, just an overall satisfying package, and yeah, it only made me want to see and hear more from this band because the Pacific Northwest has been responsible for putting out some absolutely top quality releases, top quality bands, I should say. Bands that come to mind would be like Mortiferum, Ossuarium, Corifragium, and most notably Faded as well. It should also be noted that members of Faded and Corifragium are involved in this particular band, which is all the more exciting. When I found out that this band got signed to 20 Bucks Spin in 2019, I was extremely pumped and excited to see what the future was going to hold for them and how they were going to follow up such an absolutely sick debut demo. And now here we are with their debut full-length entitled Odious Descent Into Decay. It's 9 tracks, and it clocks in at around 45 minutes in length, and honestly, aside from the debut release from Faded, this is probably the best thing that I've heard 20 Bucks Spin release in 2019 thus far. This is an incredible debut on every way, shape, form, and level. This exceeded my expectations beyond comparison, and this is just an incredible debut full length. If you are into grimy, ugly, gross as fuck death metal, this band will deliver the goods and deliver plenty of that with their debut full length album. From the minute you hear the opening moments of the title track on this album, throughout the majority of this album, you're just going to be in for a genuinely gross and disgusting death metal throw ride. And musically, this is as top-notch as it can be. There are lots and lots of queasy, stomach-churning guitar riffs to be heard throughout this entire record. Hearing that type of riff play on songs like Swamped and Festering Excrematia, the self-titled song Cerebral Rot, Putrefaction, Repulsive Infestation of Cadaver. It's just seriously awesome to hear these guitars sound so good and to hear these bass tones sound so good throughout this entire record, especially for the fact that there are a bunch of lengthy tracks to be heard on this record, most notably the opening title track, and then songs like Sardonic Repentance, and then the closer of this record, Foul Stench of Ruination. Just some seriously disgusting musicianship being put on display here, and it sounds really awesome. The guitar riffs sound awesome, the bass work sounds very good, they both complement each other very well, and they both get the job done very, very splendidly. The drum work on here is very awesome. You definitely get that element of death metal and doom metal in terms of how slow things get at first. And then when things begin to pick up, you get to hear the drum fills and the blast beats and just the overall mood setting in. It just makes for a very, very entertaining performance. And this drummer definitely holds his own and keeps his pace up very, very nicely. And when it comes to the vocals are just very shrill, very crude, very reverb-laden, very low, very guttural. Definitely well worth the time of listening to him say the things that he says and does the things that he does. It's just very, very awesome, very intriguing and entertaining vocal performance being done here. And it definitely makes this album stand out so much, especially hearing the songs that came from the demo sound even better here on this full length, work out really, really well. So overall, this is definitely one of the best debut albums of 2019, one of the best death metal albums of 2019, and probably one of the best metal albums of 2019, period. If you are a fan of this band's first demo, you're going to fall head over heels in love with this album. I know I sure did, and I'm pretty sure you will as well. So if I don't think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say the title track, Swamped and Festering Excrementia, Cerebral Rot, Sardonic Repentance, and the closing track, Foul Stench of Ruination. Absolutely amazing stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the $20 Spin Bandcamp page where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it, buy it digitally, and it's available physically as a CD and 12-inch vinyl. Parasitic Records is also putting out a special edition of Odious Descent Into Decay. I believe 100 copies on a fecal bog-colored vinyl, which is like a brown mixed with green, minty green looking sort of splatter. That's the version that I ordered, and I'm very excited for it to get here. I can't wait to see it. I know there were some color vinyls of the new Odious Descent Into Decay record on $20 Spin, but I don't know if they're flying out or if they're sold out, if they're still black vinyl. Just get it however you're able to, and go ahead and see this band live when they tour with Faded in September. It's going to be an absolutely insane time live to watch them. So again, the album is Odious Descent Into Decay by Cerebral Rot. This is released on $20 Spin. Definitely check this out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very strong 9 out of 10. Definitely a genuine surprise. Really enjoyed the hell out of this thing, and I'm pretty sure you will as well. So if you haven't heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Are any of you guys into Cerebral Rot? Definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army Hell out.